Hello, everybody. I wanted to cover the topic of exam dumps. I think this is one of the most important things to talk about to prepare for the exam. However, I don't think what I'm going to say is what you think I'm going to say. So, I really suggest that you watch this video because what I'm going to tell you probably isn't what you would expect, but it's very important. So let's start off. What is an exam dump, right? Exam dumps are websites that upload what are they claim to be questions that come directly from Oracle's exam, right? They supposedly are questions that you will find on your test, right? Some of them even have updates saying this was on the exam on this particular date as of this date that our website was updated. A lot of students use these exam dumps as a very important or even as the principal method for preparing for the exam. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I think exam dumps are terrible. I think they're awful. And I want to go over all the reasons why I think that because I think you shouldn't spend any time using them. And if you're going to, I wouldn't spend much time. Let's go over it. These are the reasons why I don't like them. First and foremost, it's actually against Oracle's policies for these exam dumps to even exist. When you take Oracle's exam, they have you sign an agreement. And this agreement is that after you've taken the exam and seen it, you don't share the contents of that exam specifically with anyone. You're not allowed to share specific questions. It's very, 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 very gray on sharing even just the topics that are covered on the exam, which is why I won't be talking about that at all in any of my videos because I made that agreement when I took the test. So first and foremost, those exam dumps are completely against those agreements that anyone who's taken the exam or has seen it has agreed to, which means these exam dumps are unethical. Now, they're not comprehensive by any means. If you're trying to understand the content of Oracle SQL material, you're going to miss a lot of material just by assuming that those exam dumps they cover everything because frankly they don't. There's a lot they don't cover. And so by relying on these exam dumps alone is not going to help you prepare for the exam, right? Um, but even if you know that, a lot of times they're wrong, right? You'll find that these exam dumps, whatever they say is the correct answer, might not be the correct answer, which leads us to believe, right, that the people that are managing those are not actually experts on the topic, right? They don't know. They are not qualified to teach you. I'm not qualified to teach, right? That's why it's important you stick to the material, right, from places that are really important. Now, my lab work is different. It's practice. I'm just practicing. And you'll notice that anything I say, if I'm not 100% sure, I'll tell you. And I try to back up just about everything that I'm saying with SQL code. Whereas this can be a little bit sketchy. Now, if you've gone through these and you think to yourself, okay, yeah, I feel like I understand all the material on these exam dumps, I'm probably ready to take the test, right? You might feel really good. You're able to go through every question on the exam dump. You know what the right answer is, but it can give you a false sense of confidence, right? It's misplaced confidence in the fact that you're not really prepared to take the exam, right? Because it's not comprehensive. It's not necessarily correct. You might think you got the answer right, but you might not have, which is why it can be really scary. It can make you feel like you're ready when you're really not. The other tough thing is that even though these claim, these exam dumps claim that these questions came from the exam, there's no guarantee that they actually did, right? You can't prove it. I can't prove it. Only Oracle could sit down and say, yeah, these aren't on the test, and there's no way they're going to do that. So there's no way to really guarantee that the questions you're looking at are even worth it. So why would you spend time studying for the exam on something you don't know is going to be benefiting you, right? And lastly, Oracle, when they feel like the people who have agreed to withhold the exact details of what is on the exam, when they feel like that is being abused, this agreement is not being kept, they actually change the exam. They'll completely rewrite it in a completely different format. And the truth is that if that happens, it makes studying for the exam even that much harder because, right, the way we study for it is based on what we already know. So I'm not going to tell you don't use those, exam dumps. If that's what's really important to you, um, that's up to you. I can't make a decision for you, but ultimately it's unethical because someone had to break the agreement that they made with Oracle in order to provide those questions if they really did come from the exam. And second, there's no guarantee that it's really going to help you be prepared. So for that reason, it's so important that you spend your time writing code in SQL Developer. Do everything you can to practice it, write it. Don't be lazy like I was and spending a lot of time trying to, just study the material and read through it, right? Practice it. The more time you spend in the code, the better. And these exam dumps are just a way to encourage you to take a lazy, less enthusiastic approach to studying for this exam. So sorry if you feel like that was a big long lecture. I'll get off my soapbox, but I think it's really important that you understand that exam dumps they're dangerous, and I suggest you stay away from them. We'll see ya.